Hello everyone, my name is Isaiah. I am very glad to share this dream with you all because I have this feeling within myself that I have to get this message out about my dream. But before I tell you about it, I would like to fill you in on something important. I've done my research about dream state. It was said that when you're dreaming and you see images, it sometimes could mean something important, and sometimes you could receive messages from a higher power or a demonic entity. It was also said when you see images of something through a dream, you see much more clearly than when you're awake. So say when you're seeing important information about the future, you could see very clear and more graphic images of vision. So I am about to describe to you what I see in my dream, and I want you to decide what you think and what it means. Okay? Here it comes. When I was dreaming, I had a vision of a world that was between our dimension and other dimensions. So this world was like a gateway to other dimensions. This world looked a lot like Earth in the dream. I visited this world, or someone or something took me there. At first, I started off with people and animals exactly like the earth. I was walking home. Everything seemed fine at first. My so-called family seemed fine. Well, so I took my dog with me to the bathroom. I stayed there for quite a little while, less than an hour. But when I came from the park, it was like 3:30 in the afternoon, and while I was in the bathroom, I was hearing loud noises like objects being moved around, big objects, and it was going on for half an hour while I was in the bathroom. And when I was done, and me and my dog came out of the bathroom to see what the loud noise was. When we stepped foot out of the bathroom, no one was there, and me and my dog looked around. Everything was out of place, like nothing was in the house except a table and a few chairs. And when me and my dog, the dog seen that there was nothing and no one, we continued to look around to see if we would find something or someone. So we looked in the garage, and we looked, and there we happened to find my nephew, who was only 9 months. And when we found him, I was surprised, so I told my dog to stay and keep watch over the baby. He listened to what I said, so as he did that, I looked in the backyard. I looked around, and as I stepped foot into the backyard, I heard something running toward the kitchen. It sounded like a child that was running, so I looked back to see what it was. I seen a little baby run really fast out of the cabinet that was in the kitchen toward the living room. So I chased after it, and that's when I heard something running toward the backyard. So I went to see what it was and chased after it till I got outside in front of the house, where it was in front of all the houses, which was in public. Then I looked all around me. Everything was pretty much dead. No one was around, but dead silence. The houses were empty. Then I looked toward my so-called house in front of the backyard where the gate was at. I seen my nephew and his toy bouncer, and then I realized he was the one I was chasing after. Then my so-called brother's dog came out of nowhere, chasing me with its demonic teeth. And when it attacked me, its mouth split in two, almost like something out of a horror movie, but far worse than anything that the human mind could possibly imagine. The dog-like creature was extremely strong, compared to that of a normal dog. Then that's when I realized I wasn't on Earth. The people on this planet were demonic monsters of another world that took the image of the world which I was from, which was connected to other dimensions. This planet that I was on was the gateway to other worldly dimensions. For those otherworldly dimensions, their gateway to our world was this demonic planet. I was on this demonic planet I was on. Then I called out to God to save me from this nightmare, and then all of a sudden I gained this supernatural strength, and I heard a voice within me say, "Get up, fight." And I got up and I stood up and I fought back against the beast. I overpowered the beast. I realized that God was with me, no matter where I was, and He gave me a supernatural gift to fight off anything or anyone that stood in my way. And that's what the voice within me told me. And when it said anything that stood in my way, it meant anything. So I continued to fight, knowing that the Lord God Almighty was at my side. Then the person I thought was my brother, who was another creature that took the form of my brother, came out, and he seemed stronger than the last. Then out of nowhere my dog came to my rescue. I thought he was dead. I said to myself, but he survived. I thought he was dead. I said to myself, but he survived. Then I gave thanks and praise to the Lord for saving my dog from the other dog that I thought had killed him. Then I told my dog, stand firm, and he did, because I knew that me and my dog were the only ones on this demonic planet. It kind of reminds me of a movie that I once watched, I Am Legend. Then I felt something lay its head on me. Then I woke up from the dream, and there he was, my dog laying his head on my shoulder. This all happened this morning. So pretty much I was just sharing a dream. I shared it on YouTube. I wanted to get an opinion or advice, or anyone who knows what dreams mean. I am truly not an expert on that much of dreams. All I just know about dream state is what I had described to you on this list that I wrote down of what I was seeing. So pretty much the reason why I'm posting this video onto my channel, for those people who believe in God and who are considered spiritual, something through a dream such mode. Okay, I wanted to read this part. I want you to decide on what you think it means. And that's all for now. And when I post this video, I will post a comment of someone who gave me her or his advice of what he or she thought the dream meant, which had to do with something about a chip being implanted within you. Well, I'll post it when I post this video. Thank you for watching. And here's my dog, Bebe. This is the one I was talking about that woke me up from the dream. I plan to have one of his kids. I'm gonna name him Ushio, and I plan to get a husky along with them. And I plan to name her Fuko. Got it from an anime that I once watched. Well, thank you. Thank you for those who listened. Thank you. I appreciate your support. Bye.